Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today we pay special tribute to honor Chief Master Sergeant Jesse Kimsey on the occasion of his retirement from the United States Air Force. Throughout the ceremony, you will be given cues to stand or be seated at the appropriate times. We are honored to have with us as our presiding official for today's ceremony, Lieutenant Colonel Thomas Funk, Commander, 152nd Maintenance Group. Sharing this special occasion today are many family and friends, senior officers, and fellow airmen. We are extremely honored to have in attendance Chief Master Sergeant Kimsey's family, which includes his spouse, Lieutenant Colonel General Kimsey. His children, daughter Logan Kimsey and his son Landon Kimsey. In addition, his mother Sherry Kimsey, brother Jonah, brother Jonah Kimsey and his wife Rebecca, grandmother Donna Noble, his uncle Pat Harris and his wife Bev, his cousins Gabriel and Lucas and his wife, Stephanie, and his father-in-law Bruce Farrell and his wife Kathy. Chief Master Sergeant Kimsey would also like to welcome our special guests. Brigadier General Andra Berry, Assistant General, State of Nevada. Colonel David Manson, Director of Air Staff, Air. Chief Master Sergeant Michael Drisdale, State Command Chief, Nevada. Colonel Cesar Garduno, Air National Guard, Advisor, AMC Command. Colonel Eric Wade, Commander, 152nd Airlift Command. And Chief Master Sergeant Mark Brzezina, Command Chief, 152nd Airlift Command. In addition, all commanders, chiefs, and retirees. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the entrance of the official party and remain standing for the invocation given by Chaplain Shay Gilliam.
You guys are going to get tired of seeing my face this weekend, but here we go. Please join me in a word of prayer, if you will. Lord God, thank you for this afternoon. What a contrast we've had today. We welcome on one chief, and we're saying goodbye to another one. It's just it's a range of emotions, I'm sure, for a lot of people. I'm sure for Chief Kimsey's family, it's a range of emotions. I'm sure for even Chief himself, he's just going through a bunch of stuff. And so my prayer for him, God, is that your presence go with him as he transitions into this new part of life. I know we joke about the freedom that comes with retirement, but there's a lot of challenges that come with it too. There's just a challenge of what it looks like for the family to have Chief home all the time, which is a whole set of challenges by itself. The challenges of what life looks like now. Like you just ask all these questions like, who am I now outside of the Guard? And what am I going to do with my life now? And there's also the challenge, God, that a lot of us face of just slowing down and enjoying life. And so for all these various challenges, and I'm sure a lot more, I pray that your presence go with him. I pray this family continue to support him, and we just look forward to seeing Chief old and crusty with a beard. And God, I know you're in the building because the light just went off. Thank you for your presence, God, in the midst of all this, and it's through your holy name that I pray. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Gilliam. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce to you, the presiding official of today's ceremony, Lieutenant Colonel Thomas Funk.
Good afternoon. For many of you, good afternoon again. It's good to still see you in your chairs. And for those who have just joined us, welcome and thank you for being here on this incredible occasion. Family and friends, we in this career in this endeavor of the Air Force, of the Air National Guard, cannot do anything that we do without the support of family and friends. And so having you here recognizing the chief as he wraps things up is both a tribute to who he is as a man and as a chief, and also as a thank you for what you guys have done to allow him to get to where he is. So the chief joined us in 1985. I hadn't graduated high school yet, you know, and so it just points out a few things. Even though I'm aging quickly, he started out as a fuel system mechanic, and I really didn't get to know the chief. I kind of started thinking about it as I was going through his bio, when I really started to recognize Chief Kimsey, prior to him being Chief Kimsey. You know, in the ISO docs a little bit, but really I started to come out of my shell a little bit and met you in the accessories section, and then certainly as you followed on. As a young officer, we don't often get, or certainly at the beginning of our career, I think it's changed a lot over the years, but early on, we did not get a lot of mentorship by our peer officers. Most of our mentorship as lieutenants comes from the enlisted and the senior enlisted, certainly as chiefs. And my first chief that I got most of my mentoring from in maintenance was Chief Del Santo, and he kind of set the standard for me back then. As I go through everything, I've had the opportunity to work with some tremendous chiefs in maintenance, outside of maintenance, whether it's Chief Ross, Chief Warner, Chief Bright, the chiefs I have right now, and then Chief Kimsey, when he was in the CRF position, was about the time I came on as a full-time technician. I've been a traditional guardsman my whole career, came on, and you very quickly became my trusted advisor. When I was, whether I was AMXS OIC, or even when I came on as the maintenance squadron commander and you were already over in AMXS, you became my go-to. It was a comfortable feeling to know that I could reach back to you and get some guidance in terms of what I needed to do as an officer and as a leader. Much of what I know, is a result of your guidance, both technically from maintenance and certainly in terms of how I want to continue to run this organization. And I can't thank you enough for those years. It's almost impossible for me to speak long enough or well enough to culminate what it means to retire as a Chief Master Sergeant in the Guard. And I will keep it short because I won't do justice to that. I will also keep it short because there's a lot of people that need to get up here to recognize you and honor you for what you've done. I was incredibly remiss this morning when we had our last drill in front of the maintenance group, and a very shoddy move by a maintenance group commander was to step away without recognizing you for your last official drill. And so at least with our folks here, I would like to thank you again for that, because those drills and the drill status airmen that come to join us on a weekend look very much to the leadership that you have always provided as a chief. So thank you for that. And I think with that, we'll get you retired.
All right. Thank you, Colonel Paul. General Berry and Chief Kimsey, please come to the stage for the presentation of the General Brennan A. Clark Order of Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the medal presentation and the reading of the retirement order. Attention to orders. The state of Nevada, this is to certify that the governor of the state of Nevada has awarded the Major General Brennan A. Clark Order of Nevada to Chief Master Sergeant Jesse M. Kimsey for meritorious service 25 October 1985 to 31 May 2019. Chief Master Sergeant Jesse M. Kimsey distinguished himself by meritorious service while assigned to the 152nd Maintenance Group, Nevada Air National Guard, Reno, Nevada. During this period, Chief Kimsey skillfully contributed in multiple reconnaissance air meet competitions through which his untiring efforts and high degree of knowledge set the standards of the Nevada Air National Guard as the #1 tactical reconnaissance group within the RF-4C community. Later, Chief Kimsey's professional expertise and forward-learning leadership traits were instrumental to the seamless conversion from the RF-C4C to the C-130H aircraft. As he progressed through his career, personnel for whom he was responsible deftly adopted to 3 model types and modifications with their associate maintenance requirements. While performing as the deployed production supervisor during a 2008 operational readiness inspection, Chief Kimsey's leadership guided 60 maintainers through the inspection exercises while maintaining fully mission-capable status in 6 assigned aircraft. His professionalism continued as he demonstrated the highest degree of competence, which earned the 152nd Maintenance Group an outstanding rating in the 2009 Operational Readiness Inspection and in the 2011 Air National Guard Logistics Compliance Assessment Program, and was a key orchestrator in support of the largest unit deployment to date at the time to Kuwait. Chief Kimsey worked tirelessly to ensure the successful sequential launch of 6 aircraft during the April 2013 Surge Week. Lastly, as the unit established itself as an active unit with the mobile airborne firefighting system, Chief Kimsey's untiring efforts ensured mission success through 3 historic fire seasons. The singularly distinctive accomplishments of Chief reflect great credit upon himself, the Air National Guard, and the state of Nevada. Given under my hand, 31 May 2019, William Burks, Adjutant General, Stephen F. Sisolak, Governor. At ease.
No, sir. All right, just real quick, have a seat. 3 words I want you to think about when it comes to this award. Think about accomplishments, think about impact, and think about achievement. And as he was reading through that, this is an individual that has done all 3. You have to have been a member of the military for over 25 years and a member of the Nevada Air National Guard for at least 20 years to get this award. But also think about achievement, impact, and accomplishment. We don't build statues for people out here, but if we, and I never know what maintenance will do, but but if we were going to build something to recognize somebody who's made a huge impact, accomplished quite a bit, and was able to achieve and leave this organization better than it has been, this would be the individual right here. So many people talked about what he has done, how he's added value, and the contribution. So I just want to thank you for all that you've done to make us better as an organization and to truly live as a chief for the Nevada Air National Guard. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, General Gray. Please stand. Will Lieutenant Colonel Funk please join Chief Kimsey on stage to direct the publishing of the retirement order?
Post the order.
Department of the Air Force Reserve, attention to orders, sorry. The Department of the Air Force Reserve under number EK 2411, dated 5 May 2019, by order of the Secretary of the Air Force, Chief Master Sergeant Jesse M. Kimsey is relieved from his current assignment and assigned to the Retired Reserve effective June 29, 2019. The certificate of retirement from the Armed Forces of the United States of America to all shall see these presents greetings. This is to certify that Chief Master Sergeant Jesse M. Kimsey, having served faithfully and honorably, is retired from the United States Air Force on 29 June 2019, signed David L. Goldstein, General, Chief of Staff of the Air Force, and L. Scott Rice, Lieutenant General, Director, Air National Guard. At ease. Thank you, Colonel Funk. Please take your seats. Lieutenant Colonel Grush and Lieutenant Kimsey. Lieutenant Colonel Kimsey, will you please come to the stage? We would now like to present Lieutenant Colonel General Kimsey with a spousal certificate of appreciation from the Chief of Staff, United States Air Force, and the Director, Air National Guard.
This is probably one of my favorite things to give out at retirement ceremonies. Probably number one, Chief Kimsey was the first chief that I got to promote when I was a maintenance commander. So he holds a special place in my heart. For some of you, you're welcome. For some of you, I'm sorry. I'm surprised he made it this long. I have a little bag for you. My husband said it was inappropriate, and he took it and hid it. So I'll tell you what was in it. Number one is a pad of paper. He's used to being told what to do every day. I would just every night list out those things that you want to do.
That's a horrible idea.
Just in case, I got you a lock to lock on those refrigerators, so that way he doesn't get a beer until those things are done. If you think I'm not smart, there's a drill bit in there. You can drill those screws out, so you know that he can't take that lock off. Third thing is, hide those keys in there, so that way he can't just run down to Bullies whenever he feels like it. However, if he chooses to walk, you've got two things done. He got a little exercise for the day, and he got his beer in if he got all his stuff done. So there you go. This is actually really a special presentation, though. This is about the support that family and wives give, or family and spouses give to our service member. It's probably one of the hardest jobs that are out there, is to support that service member. Both emotionally, mentally, when you're left behind when they go on deployment. This is a unique experience in that not many of us have spouses that also served. So both of you have understood over the years the stress and everything else that comes when a service member is out here full-time, deployed, part-time, all the things that we go through as we continue on in our careers. You've seen the highs and lows of a Chief Master Sergeant, all the way up probably from E5, E6-ish, from how long you guys have been together. Forever. Yeah, it feels like forever. So those are the things that are very unique. You're in a unique position as a lieutenant colonel to have gotten the experience of an enlisted person and the things that you all go through that sometimes we as commanders, as officers, don't always understand, that we don't always see. So a unique experience to be able to take that kind of experience, value it, throw it in trash, whatever you thought at the moment, depending upon what was going on, and how to utilize that to best further your career and to further your ability to serve the people that are out here. So this is a very special and unique appreciation for you. And it's a certificate of appreciation from the United States Air Force. In grateful appreciation, the United States Air Force presents the certificate of recognition to General Kimsey for the commitment and numerous contributions that made positive impact to the nation's defense. Thank you for the support, which gave strength and purpose to your spouse's service. Given this 29th of June of the year 2019, General Rice and General Goldfein, United States Air Force. So congratulations.
Thank you, Colonel Brush, and a special thank you, Colonel Kimsey. At this time, will Colonel Manson and Chief Master Sergeant Kimsey come to the stage to present the Nevada Air National Guard Medal.
All right. On behalf of the 152nd Airlift Wing, I want to give Jesse the 20-year high roller mirror. This is for any individual who serves 20 years in the Nevada Air National Guard. You can have 15 in the active duty and 15 in the Nevada Air Guard, but you will not earn this mirror. So it says, you can take your glasses. Appreciation of your service, Chief Master Sergeant Jesse Kimsey, from 25 October 1985 to 28 June 2019. And we always laugh that he served this airplane here, but he did. He served the F-4 right here on 1985. So on a personal note, I want to thank Jess for everything. Got to work with him probably the last 19 years, for sure, 20 years. It's been a hell of a ride. I remember his bachelor party, probably the first time I really got to know him. I was a young lieutenant, young Catholic lieutenant. I had to go to church quite often after that. So we got to deploy together, we got to do ORIs together. You just have a special place in my heart. And it's been thank you for it.
Appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate it, sir.
Thank you, Colonel Manson. Will Chief Master Sergeant Martini please come to the stage to present Chief Kimsey with the state flag?
Oh, here we go. Knock, knock.
Hey, there's a lot of people out here.
I know.
I'm not sure if they're happy to see you go.
They were probably forced.
So, if you guys want to sign the roster, we'll get Green Dot taken care of too. Staff will go in. On behalf of your chiefs, this flag was flown over the base on Wednesday.
Awesome.
It is the Nevada flag. You have spent so much time out here. You deserve this. I'm gonna miss you. Because you're pretty funny. Anyway, hey,
Thank you.
great career.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Chief Martini.
Hey, quick little disclaimer for Joe Martini. Do not go drinking with Joe Martini unless you have a coin, because he pulls coins like weapons, and you will buy, I guarantee. $179 one round.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present to you for the first time Chief Master Sergeant Jesse Kimsey, United States Air Force, retired.
I'm going to go ahead and use the podium here, if you don't mind. I have like a font like 95 here. So I want to thank all the high rollers. I am very humbled to be here. Wainscoat. I got the big box. And all the DBs are all over the place. I don't even know who's here. General, thank you for that, sir. I appreciate it. Colonel Starbuck, thank you for being here. Colonel Starbuck gave my wife her first commission. Look what you have created. Right? Shay, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Chief Driz, thank you for being here. Chief Moore came down from D.C. I appreciate you flying all the way to D.C. to see me. I know that wasn't true because you came to see your wife. Right? Chief Wells, I appreciate it. Commanders, chiefs, high rollers, I appreciate it. Where's Lieutenant Buxton?
Invisible. Invisible, I think.
Yeah, you told me. Huh? You're my rock today. All right? That's what you said. That's what you said. I want to thank Colonel Manson. Colonel, I appreciate everything that you've done for me. I really do. I know that I wouldn't be here without you. Colonel Grush, thank you for those kind words. I know that
You snowballed everybody, so hey.
I was going to say, hopefully I did more good than harm. We'll figure it out, I guess, or not. Evan Kirkwood, when Evan came over to maintenance, I was like, ooh, I don't know how that's going to go. But I will tell you he did well. He got the MCRs figured out for us. I think none of us got fired, the Manning document, so I think it worked out okay. Who am I missing? Come on, give me a DD. Huh?
How about your boss?
Yeah, I'll get to the family. That's when it's coming out. Colonel Funk, thank you so much for those kind words, sir. I appreciate it. I will guarantee you that you will take maintenance to new heights. And anytime you need advice from a crusty old chief, call Paul Bright. So, Staff Sergeant Eric Benton. I went to Staff Sergeant Benton, I asked him to be, you can sit him down. I asked Staff Sergeant Benton to be my prophet for this. He worked for me for a couple of years in the AMXS. He is truly a superior performer on a daily basis. So I will tell you, it takes a lot to squeeze a coin out of Chief Kimsey. This is one of two, and I appreciate it. I'm not going to go over all the family members, but I will say that I want to thank my family for being here. Just like the Colonel said, we can't do this job without family. I don't think we can do anything without family, let alone this job. So my grandma, Donna, 92 years old and getting it done still. That I have the majority of her genes, so I can milk the government for every nickel. Right? But I will tell you, Adam Hensley coined the phrase, "You treat your body like a crowbar sometimes." So we'll see how it works out. I want to thank all the retirees. You guys have paved the way for generations like me to be able to come up here and retire as well. Future mission sets, everything. I appreciate that. Colonel Wade, so you guys are all over. Sir, it's been an honor serving under your command. It really has, and I appreciate that. All right, kids. There it comes, Waynesy. Wainscott says, I'm going to stand up here and cry. And I said, you're probably right. I said, but my last day is the 28th, and you will be crying the 29th. So, I thought that is Pam Kimberlin in here? No? Okay, so, I know who coined this. I've heard, always be ready for an opportunity, even if one never comes. Is that right, sir? Is that about right? Even if one never comes. So I was going through an old promotion order that I had. I had the original, but I got rid of it because it had about 800 socials on it. But then I thought this would be pretty cool. I got Pam Kimberlin dug this out of Prada for me. And this promotion order is the 152nd Tactical Reconnaissance Group Promotion Order, dated 31 August 1987. Promoted to the rank of Senior Airman, the very first name, Andra Berry. The second name, promoted to the rank of Senior Airman, Jesse Kimsey. I almost got you, sir. So, just like the General said, be ready for opportunities. All right, kids, here we go. My daughter Logan, she's 16 years old. She's going to play volleyball for the University of Oregon, she tells me. I will tell you, she will play for some university. She is that good. She wants to study kinesiology or forensic science. My son Landon is 14 years old. He wants to be a pediatrician. When I was that age, I wanted to play in the mud with a stick. Right? So they are making their way. They are making their way, and I will help them get there. Just like if any of you need help getting there, grab a mentor. They will help you get there. Okay? Seriously. So, go ahead for the kids. Thanks, Sergeant Benton. So my mother got me a job working at JCPenney Distribution Center. Oh shit. JCPenney Distribution Center when I was about 17 years old. And I was loading trucks, backbreaking work. And she goes, so what do you think? I'll get you a full-time job. And I'm like, no. I said, I'm not doing that. And she goes, well, what are you going to do? And I go, solid business plan. I go, I'm going to move to Oregon, and I'm going to grow weed. That is solid business plan. And then about 3 minutes later, I'm standing in recruiting going, I, Jesse Kimsey. So, Mom, best decision you ever made for me. Thank you. So my wife has been on the States so much, I think that we ought to rename it Colonel Kimsey Auditorium or something. I don't know what's going on with that. But you will know my wife has got it going on. Lieutenant Colonel, master's degree, LRS Commander. Wayne's code. Hello, brother. Cancer survivor. So my wife goes into remission, and she comes home and she says, "Come check out my bumper sticker." And I see her right now. She's going, "No, don't." So I go out, and her bumper sticker says, "Cancer is my bitch." And I go, "Cancer too?" Everybody and cancer? I'm like, are you shitting me? So she comes home about 3 weeks ago. And she goes, "Got my hair done." She goes, "Do you like it?" And I go, "Yeah, it's fine." In my defense, I'm not a smart man. I go, "Yeah, it's fine." And I'm watching a hockey game. Doesn't help. And she goes, "Well," she goes, "it's too much platinum and colors and conditioners." And I'm like, turn the volume up. I go, "It's fine." Wrong. She goes, "Well, would you like me to put a little bit more red in it or some blonde, or what do you like?" And it just comes out of my mouth and I go, "Well, what do you like?" Wrong. Right then I know hallway sex is imminent. And that is not the good kind, I promise you. Pause the hockey game. And she stops and she goes, "Well, you did love me when I was bald." And I go, "Yeah, baby." I go, "I don't give a shit what color your hair is. I'm just happy you have hair." Thank you for coming.
Thank you, Chief Kimsey.
Thank you all for coming. Appreciate it.
Chief Kimsey, the men and women of the United States Air Force and the Air National Guard are proud to have served with you. Your knowledge, wisdom, dedication, and friendship will be sorely missed by all. We wish you well as you begin this new chapter in your life. This concludes today's ceremony. Please join the official party on stage in a receiving line to congratulate Chief Kimsey and his family. Please join Chief Kimsey and his family for light refreshments and pizza in Senga immediately following the retreat. Thank you for attending and enjoy the rest of your day.
I appreciate it. I think we're gonna go do retreat first, sir. So we'll go do retreat, and I'll see y'all in the club, okay? Thank you.